Hello and welcome to another interesting edition of Engineering and You, a program that is geared towards encouraging young people to go into the field of engineering, science, technology, engineering and mathematics to be precise, because I can always say on this show, so go the engineer, so go the nation. My name is Tunio Lanino. This program is sponsored by Prince Engineer MC Shillon, FNSC, and is proudly supported by the Nigerian Institute of Engineers Abeokuta branch. The competition has started already, and we are continuing today. Another set of schools will be battling it out to see who goes to the next round of this competition. And the competition is the Inter-School Debate Competition, sponsored by Prince Engineer Yemisi Shillon, FNSC. Now, without wasting of our time, our judges are settled and they are ready. Let me go to the judges for them to introduce themselves, and we'll set the ball rolling. Over to the judges.
Good evening, viewers, dear students, and a presenter. It's my pleasure to be with you again on another edition of the Engineering and You debate, to listen to these great minds as they speak up their minds concerning the topic before us this evening. My name is Engineer Temitope Abuyeji, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. You're welcome.
So good evening once again, and we are so happy and delighted to be here this evening to listen to this young intellect. My name is Engineer Lushino Bamdele Agbaji, a member of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Thank you for having me on the show.
So this evening, we will be having the students scored as follows. Number one, we have the technical content, which carries a total mark of 40%. Then we have the rebuttal, where you defend or speak against the opponent's strong point for 20%. Then the last scoring criteria is the use of English, which carries a total mark of 40%. The use of English covers your grammar, your dressing, your composure, and your tenses. So we are going to have 3 rounds for you to come up. The first round for 2 minutes, the second round for 2 minutes, and the final round for 1 minute. So this evening, I wish you all the best as you compete on the topic of the day.
Thank you very much to the judges. Now they've introduced themselves. The criteria for the judgment have been set in place. We'll take a very short break, very short break. When we return, I will let you know which schools are going to be standing here with me to compete and what topic they're going to be competing on. Don't go anywhere. I'm glad to know that you are still there. And earlier on, I told you that the 2 schools are going to be joining me on set. They are here already. And before then, I'd like to introduce to you our timekeeper, Inioluwa Olaifa. Inioluwa, thank you for joining us. So the 2 schools are here, Emmanuel College, Obantoko, Abeokuta, and Egba Comprehensive High School, Ashiro, both from Abeokuta, and they'll be discussing for or against. The topic is data science useful for solving Nigeria's economic challenges. I don't have any opinion on this matter. I would like to leave the stage, and the next you see is the 2 schools competing. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Towards the future, we are aware of Nigeria's economic causes. Struggling currency, high inflation, revenue shortages, and massive youth unemployment. For decades, our leaders have tried to solve these problems using political sentiments and pure guesswork. But we are guests of engineers today, and engineers know that we cannot fix a broken bridge by guessing the weight it carries. You need exact measurements. Data science is about collecting massive volumes of real-time information, cleaning it, and using computer algorithms to find a new pattern. It is the tool for precision planning. Today, I will analyze how exactly data science can re-engineer our agriculture, optimize our public finance, and unlock our digital economy. Good morning, dear respected judges, accurate timekeeper, my worthy co-debaters, and distinguished members of the Society of Engineers. I am OGTV On, a representative and student of that prestigious school, Egba Comprehensive High School, Rebuttal. I stand on the firm ground to speak in support of the motion. Is data science useful for solving Nigeria's economic challenges? Some people might ask, how can a bunch of numbers and computer programs help a farmer in my village or a market man in Abeokuta? The answer is simple and clear. It is data science. Data science is about making smart choices, agricultural optimization, and solving food inflation. Let us look first at our biggest economic emergency, food inflation. Our citizens are hungry because food prices are rising daily. Data science introduces precision agriculture. Right now, Nigerian farmers rely on tradition. They guess when the rain will start, and they guess how much fertilizer to buy. Data science provides accurate information about agriculture.
Good day, distinguished judges, the timekeeper, respected teachers, the students, and my fellow debaters. My name is Abola Fatu from Emmanuel College, and I'm here to give an opposition to the motion. Is data science useful in solving Nigeria's economic problem? My answer is a strict negation. Before I proceed, data science is an interdisciplinary field that uses scientific method, algorithms, processes, and systems to extract predictions and patterns from structured and unstructured data. To be clear, data science is really an efficient tool in other sectors. However, when your house is on fire, do you ask for a weather forecast? No, you ask for water. The Nigerian economy is really on fire, and data science is holding a thermometer and not an hose. How does calculating the number of harvest farmers improve the condition of farming? My first point in proving my opposition is that data science as a solution to economic stagnation is basically an analytic solution versus a structural problem. My opponent may argue that it helps to identify the issues, but in Nigeria, identifying an issue doesn't exactly mean solving it. In Nigeria, we've known we are overpopulated. We've known there's an high rate of unemployment for the past 10 to 15 years. But have these issues been solved? The answer is no. In 2006 also, a famous politician was alleged to have diverted a total of $145 million from the Petroleum Resources Fund. Despite series of evidence confirming these allegations, he wasn't charged. The court voided the case. This means that although the economic crime was detected, he wasn't charged, and there was no solution provided to this case.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, distinguished judges, precise timekeeper, my worthy co-debater, and esteemed member of Society of Engineers. A personality standing before you is Shana Okpeyemi Ibukoluwa from the great school, Egba Comprehensive High School, Abeokuta. I'm here to corroborate the views of my speaker. Is data science useful for Nigeria's economic challenges? As an engineer, we know fundamental truths about any system: garbage in, garbage out. If you feed a faulty parameter into a structural design, the bridge collapses. If you use a corrupted fuel in a turbine, the engine fails. For decades, Nigerian economy has been treated like a poorly maintained machine, run on guesswork, political intuition, and erratic feedback loops. Our economic challenges from hyperinflation to infrastructure deficits, and not mysterious cause. They are system failure caused by lack of real-time data input. Data science is the engineering of information. It is the process of building the data pipeline, applying statistical algorithms, and using machine learning to convert raw, chaotic data into predictable and actionable use. Today, I will analyze how we can use data science to optimize Nigeria economic infrastructure.
I rise to oppose the motion. I rise to oppose the motion that data science is useful for solving Nigeria economic challenge. Before I proceed, standing before you is Faith Olarewaju, a bona fide student of Emmanuel College. Firstly, Nigeria's biggest challenges are corruption, insecurity, poor leadership, and unstable government policies. Even the best data can solve these challenges, except the leaders act responsibly or honestly. In addition, data science depends on reliable data. Unfortunately, Nigeria often lacks accurate data and up-to-date record of employment, agriculture, and business activity. Poor data leads to poor decision. Furthermore, many parts of Nigeria are still struggling with the problems like unstable electricity, inadequate infrastructure activities. The benefits of data science cannot reach out to everyone without all these basic necessities. Most importantly, solving Nigeria economic challenges cannot make use of data science. Data science can only give information. So in conclusion, data science can only may help in decision making, but the real solution lies on accountability, effective.
Furthermore, data science solves post-harvest loss crisis. Millions of tons of tomatoes rot in the north, while Lagosians buy them at exorbitant prices. My opponent spoke earlier about unemployment challenges, but do you know that if young Nigerians learn about Python, SQL, they can sit in their bedrooms, skilled with and equipped with laptops, and earn foreign exchange. Data science can also help in managing our natural resources. For years, the Nigerian government depended solely on oil. Data science helps us to look into other areas like technology, solid minerals, and manufacturing. In conclusion, data science is not just. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, data science is not magic. It is just a fact. It is just a fact, and a true development that must take place in Nigeria. Because if we embrace data science, our engineers build better systems. Our leaders will make better budgets, and our students can be better prepared for the future. Thank you for listening.
My opponent said earlier that Nigerians can learn Python and SQL and sit down and enjoy foreign exchange. Well, it isn't as easy as she has said it, because learning Python and SQL doesn't just guarantee direct earning from foreign exchange. Well, moving on, the management of Money Point came out a few months ago to admit that they employ mostly foreigners to perform the tasks for them. You may ask why. Because not because we don't have data scientists in Nigeria, but because most of them, they are in Toronto, they are in New York, they are in many other foreign countries where their incomes are guaranteed. You may ask, why not the Federal Ministry of Finance? Why? Because they prefer being paid in dollars or other worldly currencies, or other worldly currencies, rather than being paid miniature salaries by the government. Thank you.
All right, that is the back and forth between the two schools. And I told you earlier that on this subject matter, I do not have a side to take. Those that are saddled with that responsibility are the judges, and over to them for them to declare the verdicts for today's debate competition.
All right, once again, let's put our hands together for today's debate. So, is data science useful for solving Nigeria's economic challenges? So we've heard the points for and against today's topic. And I want to say that today's topic is strong, and it's a very strong and relevant one. And of course, data science has its own advantages and of course importance. And our students have mentioned some of them. I think let me add to what they mentioned. It helps to track irregular financial activities in the economy. Then it's been mentioned that it optimizes agriculture. Then of course it also creates jobs in digital economy. But while data science is powerful, its effectiveness in solving Nigerian economic challenges is limited due to few reasons like poor data availability and quality. Then we have infrastructural deficit, as they have mentioned during the debate. So let me just give a balanced view to the topic of today. Although data science can significantly support economic transformation, it cannot stand alone. And its usefulness in solving Nigeria's economic challenges depends heavily on some points. And let me just mention a few of them. Number one, we have to work on having more reliable data. Number two, we have to invest more in our digital infrastructure. And number three, we have to develop our human capacity more. And lastly, we also need strong political will and governance to actually maximize the importance of data science. Thank you.
So, at the end of the section, we have the scoreline as I go through them. So for the technical content, we have Egba Comprehensive High School scoring a total marks of 17.5. while Emmanuel College scored a total marks of 19. So for the rebuttal, we have Egba Comprehensive High School scoring a total marks of 4.5, while Emmanuel College scored a total marks of 8. For the use of English, we have Egba Comprehensive High School scoring a total marks of 28, while Emmanuel College scoring a total mark of 29. So at the end of it, on a percentage scale, we have the Egba Comprehensive High School scoring a total marks of 50%, and Emmanuel College scoring a total mark of 56%. Thank you.
So, and to announce the winner for today's competition, we have Emmanuel College coming up in the first position with a total mark of 56%, while Egba Comprehensive High School has a total mark of 50%. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. So congratulations to the winner and congratulations to everyone. But like I always say on this show, everyone is a winner. So I'd like the two schools to please cross over and give themselves a handshake because they've all done well. Can you please do that very quickly? Cross over. Please clap for them. They've tried. All right. On this note, we would like to draw the curtain on this week's edition of Engineering and You, the program sponsored by Prince Engineer Mrs. Shillon, FNSC. Next week is another debate competition, another set of schools, and they'll be fighting for the coveted trophy of the prize. I'll keep on the wrap. My name is Shillon. Until then, bye-bye.